Hi everybody, I wanted to show you these great paper mache letters that we've embellished. This one is one that Susan did, and she actually spelled out mom with them. Perfect for Mother's Day or for your craft room. And the first thing she did was base coat the letter with this really beautiful cosmic shimmer paint. She used pink plum, and I just think they look beautiful just painted, maybe with a little bit of ribbon around them to add a little bit more glitz. But then she even went a step further to make it even more fabulous, and she covered one side of the letter with just regular glue stick, then placed the paper from Twilight Jewels on top of that, turned it over using a cutting mat, of course, and her handy craft knife, and went around the edge and just cut away any excess paper. Turned it back over again, embellished it with Twilight Jewels scrapbooking dazzles, ribbon, and also this wonderful set of Savannah Strolls buttons, which I think are just adorable. So if that isn't really your style, we also have one. I'm going to show you how to use some really glitzy embossing powder, some glitter embossing powder, and a fantastic shade of Cosmic Shimmers paint. And this one is, what is this? This is Peacock. That's right, the Peacock paint. And this is the Calypso glitter embossing powder. So I'm going to show you how to just get a really different look from this. So the first thing you would do is base coat it, let it dry thoroughly. Then I'm taking my Versamark ink pad, which is just an embossing pad. Clear ink, stays really sticky. And I'm just going to apply it. I'm just going to do one side of my L. L for Lene. Put this in my craft room. Okay, so I've got that pretty thoroughly covered. Then I'm going to liberally sprinkle that with this embossing powder. What's great about this embossing powder is it gives you that same glittery look as glitter that we all love, but because it's heated and has little bits of this plastic that melts under the heat, then the glitter won't flake off on you and get all over your house and all over your hands afterwards, like a lot of the glitter that we so love does. So that's why I really love the embossing powder with the glitter. Okay. All right, so you can see that it's really well covered. All right. I should have put that in a dish, but we'll just move it aside. All right. I'm going to take my heat gun. And the heat gun is going to melt the embossing powder. See if you can see it turn. You see it there? It's starting to melt. And it's going to keep it moving. Hopefully this won't take too long. Oh, there we go. Keep your fingers away from that. I've learned that the hard way. Have you done that too? Or you've gotten just a little bit too close to that heat gun. These things are upwards of 400 degrees, so they can really hurt you if you're not careful. And move down here on my L. Okay, I'm just going to go around the edges, make sure I got everything. I think there's a spot right there that I missed. All right. Okay. Here we go. Look at that fabulous shine on there. And what's great about the glitter embossing powder is if you want even more shine, once it's all melted, go back over it again with your embossing pad and sprinkle a little bit more powder on it and just heat it again, and you'll just get a thicker layer of it on there. So here I have my L. I could just leave that as it is, or I could take a little bit of ribbon. And I can either use a Zot adhesive dot on there, or I could use a hot glue gun on there. And a ribbon, a flower, and a leaf. And it's done. And I could spell out my whole name this way, or I could just do my initials. I love the single initial look myself. So maybe I'll just do that. So I'm off to put this in my craft room. And I hope you guys give this a try yourself, these paper mache letters. They're about 8 inches tall and they're just really fun. All right, thanks you guys.